of God. It's the power.
Hold on to your holy water and cling to your crucifixes because the long and awaited horror sequel, The Exorcist Believer, is about to possess your screens. In this spine-tingling video, we will be your guides through the shadows, revealing all the eerie secrets and diabolical details that await you in this hair-raising installment. Get ready to confront possessed spirits, supernatural showdowns, and the kind of scares that will have you jumping out of your seat. Whether you're a seasoned horror aficionado or a brave newbie looking to test your fright tolerance, The Exorcist Believer promises to deliver a devilishly good time. So join us as we unravel the sinister tapestry of the most anticipated horror film of the year. Prepare yourself for an experience that will leave you both trembling with fear and craving for more. Buckle up, horror hounds, because the demon-infested nightmare is about to begin. Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin.
They will lift you up in their hands so that you will not strike your foot against a stone.
Meet the Possessed Posse, The Exorcist Believer's wickedly good cast and character guide. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the star-studded circus of The Exorcist Believer cast, where familiar faces and award-winning talents converge to possess your screens with devilish brilliance. Leading the charge is Leslie Odom Jr., playing the unnamed father who is facing a supernatural parenting nightmare. As the man who won our hearts as Aaron Burr in Hamilton and gave us chills in One Night in Miami, he has got the acting chops to handle any exorcism, both musical and demonic. But that is not all, folks. Ellen Burstyn graces the screen as the iconic Chris McNeil, ready to unleash her motherly exorcism powers once again. Burstyn's got a portfolio of unforgettable roles, from Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore to Requiem for a Dream. You could say she is a pro at dealing with nightmarish situations, both on and off screen. And of course, let's not forget Anne Dowd, our queen of eerie expressions. From Aunt Lydia in The Handmaid's Tale to Compliance, where she proved that she can play both sides of the creepy coin. Dowd's addition to The Exorcist Believer cast is like the perfect recipe for demonic encounters, with a dash of discomfort and a pinch of dread. Now we have got a country music treat in store. Jennifer Nettles, best known as a part of Sugarland, is set to bring her melodious talents to an unknown character. It is like a possessed hoedown, y'all. She will have you singing hymns and shivering in fear at the same time. But wait, we still have more in store for you. Rumor has it that the original Regan McNeil, Linda Blair, will make a demonic comeback in The Exorcist Believer. It is like a spooky family reunion where the past and present collide in a hair-raising showdown. And let us also not overlook the rest of the supporting cast, which includes E.J. Bonilla, Lydia Jewett, Olivia Markham, Nora Murphy. It looks like they are all bringing their A-game to this exorcism extravaganza. It is going to be a demon-packed party, and you are all invited to witness their devilish brilliance. So gather around, horror fans, for The Exorcist Believer cast and characters are set to fulfill your expectations and then some. David Gordon Green's reboot trilogy is poised to shake the foundations of horror once again, and with this talented ensemble, they are bound to possess the box office like never before. Hold on to your crucifixes, folks, because The Exorcist is back, and it is here to make you believe in the horrors that lurk in the shadows.
That's more like it.
Faith or Fright? Unveiling The Exorcist Believer, a devilishly divine plot. Buckle up, friends, my brave souls, because it looks like The Exorcist Believer is going to be one of the most horrific experiences you will ever have. Picture this: two innocent young girls go missing, only to return with an eerie aloofness that would make even Casper the friendly ghost look like a social butterfly. You know things are about to get freaky when creepy notes of the iconic Exorcist score tease your senses, but do not worry, they will not play the whole thing just yet. Gotta save the best, or worst, for later. Leslie Odom Jr. takes center stage as a concerned parent, And let me tell you, parenthood is definitely not all rainbows and unicorns when your daughter starts convulsing in the hallway while you are brushing your teeth. Toothpaste foams, hair stands on end, and the little one starts doing the possessed hokey pokey right before your eyes. What is next? The blood and body mantra echoing louder than your in-laws on Thanksgiving dinner. Now enter Ann Dowd, the nurse with the I have seen some things look, because demonic possession is not a regular ailment she gets to deal with every day, but she has got connections. Oh yes, she does. Cue YouTube interviews with none other than Ellen Burstyn, aka the veteran Chris McNeil, who is an exorcism expert, as if it was her part-time gig. Young Chris, meet old Chris. And trust me, it is a family reunion no one wanted an invite to. But hey, when your daughter starts scratching her name into her skin like a possessed artist, you have got to seek some unconventional help. The demonic shenanigans escalate to a wild montage, blending creepy imagery, violence, and demon extravaganza like a supernatural circus. It is enough to make you question your sanity and wonder if you accidentally stepped into a portal to hell. And just when you think things can't get any worse, behold, the possessed girls tied up in chairs sporting upside-down crucifixes scratched into their heads like a twisted demonic hairdo. The heart monitors chant drip drop as if they are hosting a demon karaoke night. But wait, there is still more to the story. The possessed duo delivers a demonic laugh that sends shivers down your spine. You might consider joining them in the hospital chairs because that laugh could make you lose your control. So, horror fans, get ready to believe in the unholy terror that awaits. The Exorcist Believer is coming to possess your nightmares and leave you wondering whether it is better to skip brushing your teeth and avoid all supernatural encounters altogether. Let the exorcism extravaganza begin.
But that which is given.
Mark your calendars and brace for chills. The Exorcist Believer release date unleashed. Ladies and ghouls, mark your calendars and prepare to be spooked because The Exorcist Believer is making its grand entrance on the most devilishly appropriate day of the year, October 13th, 2023. Just in time for Halloween, the ghosts and goblins are already queuing up, eager to get their seats and shrieks in order. It is as if the horror gods themselves have bestowed a wicked treat upon us mere mortals. A hair-raising exorcism extravaganza to get us in the Halloween spirit. Forget the pumpkins and the candy corn. We have got possessed children, creepy chants, and Linda Blair's iconic Reagan McNeil ready to make us question whether we really need to sleep tonight. Oh, but it gets even better. This is not just any old Friday the 13th. It is a Friday the 13th in October, the spine-chilling month of macabre delights. It is like the stars have aligned to create the perfect storm of terror, and the Exorcist Believer is leading the way to haunt our dreams and nightmares alike. Now picture this. You are sitting in a darkened theater, the scent of popcorn mixed with fear lingering in the air. The lights dim, the iconic Exorcist score begins to play its eerie notes, and Leslie Odom Jr.'s character drops off his daughter and her friend at school. And then, as darkness falls upon them, they vanish into thin air, only to return with the haunting aloofness of the possessed. Goosebumps, anyone? As the demonic drama unfolds, we are sure that you will find yourself clutching your crucifix, popcorn forgotten, eyes wide like a deer caught in the headlights of a possessed school bus. It is a horror movie magic fest at its finest. And it is all happening on the most wicked and perfect date, October the 13th, 2023. In the immortal words of William Friedkin, the director of the 1973 Exorcists, the power of Christ compels you to mark that date in your calendars and brace yourselves for the fright of a lifetime. The Exorcist Believer is ready to possess your hearts and minds, all in the spirit of Halloween, and we could not be more thrilled. So save the date and may the horror be with you.
Till she gives me her rancid little soul.
Exorcist 2023. Possession or exorcism? Will it revive the horror hype or exorcise the franchise? Horror aficionados, gather around, for it seems the spooky spectre of The Exorcist is set to rise from the grave and grace our screens once more. But will this revival be a bone-chilling triumph or a laughable flop that even the possessed would not take seriously? Statista reveals that horror has clawed its way back to 6th place on the most profitable genre list for 2023. Clearly, the spooks and scares are raking in the cash. But it is not all sunshine and rainbows in the haunted house of horror fandom. Oh no, these fans are pickier than a witch choosing her broomstick. Past horrors have fallen prey to various gruesome fates, poor themes, recycled plots, terrible casting, and oddity galore. You would think they were auditioning for a freak show. But hope springs eternal in the cold, dead hearts of horror fans. They are always on the lookout for the next big thrill, and lo and behold, our fearless filmmakers dare to resurrect the Exorcist franchise, an iconic classic that spooked the living daylights out of audiences in the 70s. But hold your cauldrons just yet. It has been 50 years. Who would have thought people would be craving a 50-year-old horror flick like a zombie craves brains? The original Exorcist's success was devilishly undeniable. It terrified the masses and won awards aplenty. Max von Sydow battled the possessed with style, and Linda Blair's spinning head and projectile vomit became the stuff of nightmares. They say folks even puked and passed out in the theaters. Simpler times. But fear not, my dark-hearted darlings, the horror game has changed. What made heads spin in the 1970s might not have the same spine-tingling effect on the TikTok generation. They have seen it all, from gory slasher flicks to creepy found footage. Possession might just need a little makeover. Fear not again, for there is a niche advantage. Demonic possession movies have risen like unholy spirits in the recent past. From The Evil Dead to The Conjuring, they have been possessing box offices with great success. The Exorcist could tap into this unholy frenzy and reignite its franchise like a possessed wildfire. But hold your bats, dear filmmakers. There is a daunting demon lurking in the shadows, the curse of time. Audiences might not want to summon a sequel after decades of dormancy. A new generation knows nothing of the original's spine-chilling glory. Can they keep the devil alive for the modern audience? It is a game of horror roulette, folks. David Gordon Green, the brave soul taking on this monstrous task, must walk a tightrope between homage and innovation. Can he deliver a spine-tingling experience that pleases both old fans and new blood alike? Or will The Exorcist's resurrection be nothing more than a monstrous relic? In the haunted halls of horror history, classics are often best left undisturbed. But Green has dared to summon the spirits, and we can't help but be intrigued. It is a high-stakes exorcism aiming to expel the horror genre from mediocrity. If he succeeds, he will be a true horror hero. So, my creepy comrades, we will await the bewitching hour when The Exorcist 2023 graces our screens. Will it revive the horror hype and possess a new generation, or will it fall flat and be exorcised from our memories forever? Only time will tell if this devilish endeavor is a blessing or a cursed curse. Marvelous verdict. As the credits roll and the lights flicker back on, we have uncovered all the devilishly delectable secrets of The Exorcist Believer, the horror sequel we have all been chanting for. From demonic whispers to spine-chilling scares, this tantalizing preview has left us both terrified and titillated. Like a possessed roller coaster ride, The Exorcist Believer promises to possess our minds and haunt our dreams in the most delightful way possible. With heart-pounding suspense, bone-chilling performances, and a surprisingly clever plot, it is sure to be an unholy delight for horror fans of all creeds. So prepare to keep the lights on, the crucifixes close, and your popcorn at the ready, because The Exorcist Believer is poised to become the most freakishly unforgettable horror event of the year. Beware, dear believers, for evil never looked so captivatingly wicked. Remember, the anticipation of this wickedly awaited sequel has been stirring like a cauldron, and soon soon we will all find ourselves under its wickedly irresistible spell. So, summon your bravest companions and let us take a journey into the depths of terror together. Demonic forces, watch out, because we believers are ready to be exorcised with sheer excitement for the spine-tingling sensation that awaits us. Let us together embrace the darkness and get ready to scream for all the right reasons. The Exorcist Believer is coming, and we are possessed with exhilaration. So what are your thoughts on this upcoming film? Are you as excited as we are? Let us know in the comments down below. And if you liked this video, do not forget to hit like and subscribe on your way out. Until next time, get ready to scream in the theaters and have a good one, folks.